Good afternoon, distinguished viewer. Welcome to Ika TV. Today we have the privilege of having with us in our studio one of, if not, the youngest political aide in Delta State. All right, welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Can we get to meet you?
My name is Igweh Okah. I'm from Castle Government area here in Delta State. I'm from Abavo particularly.
Okay.
Yeah, and I attended Aide Primary School for getting admission into the prestigious Central College. Stayed there in Abavo. So I got admission into Delta State University, where I studied political science education. I graduated at the age of 23 years. That's 2015.
That's wonderful. Welcome once more. Alwan, as they say it in Ika.
No.
Alright, Honorable Igweh Okah, we gathered information that your birthday is coming up 50 days from now. So, when is it exactly?
My birthday is 2 days from now.
Okay.
The 27th of and this privilege. I'm a guest for that. I'll actually be 25.
Wow, that's one.
That's my stage. I give it to God.
As it stands now, you work with Honorable Chuky Festus Okoh, who's the member of House of representing Ika. How did you get to start working with him, or how did you get into working with him?
I think, let me say, like a politician, and he is, and a lover of the youth, a lover of goodwill. I think there's no big deal. There's no big deal. There's no stress. Nothing difficult in working with a politician. Like as you see him, he seems like a state governor who wants to work and accommodate the youth. So let's say I met him. His manifestos is to becoming the member representing our constituency, catch our attentions as youth. It's a kind of a pride of the youth. I think that's why he tagged his campaign, and it's a pride of the youth. And most of the youth key in. We keyed in, and we see how best they can succeed. And because he like youth, I like youth involvement in politics. I think that was why he began to project most of us, and he has a working relationship with most of the youth in the castle.
All right, very good. Like we said at the beginning, you are the youngest political aide in Delta State as it is. I want to ask a question. Why politics of all professions, of all other things to be involved in as a youth? Because as it stands in Nigeria today, we have many youth shying away from politics. But what is that key thing that made you get into politics?
You just mentioned I'm one of the youngest political aide, and I can't say you are wrong. I can't say you're right, because I have not actually found out. But as you just asked about why I choose politics, again, people sometimes feel that politics is a profession that sometimes we tie at the individual. It is not. Some of these politicians we hear their name, some of them are big wigs in their callings. Yes. Some of them are renowned men of God. Some of them are doing well in their various fields. Some of them are lecturers, some of them are medical doctors. Like my governor, he's a medical doctor. A lot of people are into so many things that fetch the money. They earn their living aside politics. You know, like the word of Socrates, you allow people to mislead you people to mislead you just because you felt you don't want to be involved in politics. So I started doing my own business at 10 years. When I was small, I sold cash card in our house. At the time, I learned skills on how to barb, and before I got admission into university, when I was in 20 level, because of the kind of a poor background that led me to be involving myself in those endeavors to see education through. I established a computer school, which is still running till days. So it's not about I joined politics to make money or either to earn a living. Like I said, most politicians are successful in their endeavors. Just as sometimes, if you have something to correct, if you have something to offer, if you feel that things are not done the way it's supposed to be done, you come in to correct the system. Yes, a lot of things that pressure most of us to be active in politics is see, we find out that youths are not adequately represented in the political system. So I think by the grace of God, the involvement of the likes of myself and other persons who are also young are making a good difference. I look at the essay to the governor, special duty media, in the last of my friend will be success. It's doing well. These are people who have come into the political system as young people like me to see how they can just make a difference and change things.
That's very good. Now, going to the sphere of PDP being the ruling party in Delta State. You are a youth, you are a young person. So I want to ask this question. What are some of the benefits that you can pinpoint to say they are the things that PDP has done for the youths in Delta State?
These are questions. The choice, what PDP have done to Delta State, it's really enormous. Sometimes, when we want to say about this meeting, it's about saying it for the whole year. It's a falling, and like I was speaking too much, a lot. You see, this present administration of our old senator, Igweh Okah, and the government of the state now to understand, corrected a lot of wrongs, and have imparted meaningful to the lives of Deltas. Ranging from agriculture, education, infrastructure, normal amenities, and I think they have done a lot. So see how you can better the laws of Deltas. Yes, which I felt these are not inclusive. And considering the lay resources coming to Delta State, you see, I'm not talking like a party faithful only. I'm also talking like a patriotic Nigerian. And sometimes the life and possession of Nigerian time, you see that you see allocation coming to states. Compared to what the coins receiving, you agree with the young people that the man is doing the man is doing, considering the main resources.
Alright, thank you very much. Now, over the years, it has been an issue. Let me put it, it has been an observable thing in Delta State, and people has also complained that there's been very few, very minimal appointments, prominent political appointments given to young people in Delta State. Do you think it's true, or do you think it's a lie? What do you have to say concerning this issue?
I think if I understand the questions, you'll be talking about the youth involvement or participation in politics. Like I said, most of my reference or my answers to your questions will be as regarding this very government. If you want to check the appointment made by Senator Okah since 2015, or if you have knowledge about it, they will not be through this question. Because look at our commissioners. These are young people. Look at access to call. These are young people. I'm talking about this administration. Look at our House members. The deputy speaker at the House Assembly is a young man. In the right of finance side. Even my boss is a young man. And because of the prosperity agenda of the state government, they have keyed into see how they can bring the youth into participating fully in politics. I want to mention of the success. Even at our local terrain, look at the essay to governor on youth, Mr. Dela Katashi. Look at essay to youth on the community movement, Rebecca Sewe. So numerous to mention. These are youths, young people below 40 who are actively involved in politics. So I say that the government don't bring youth into the politics. I don't feel that if one have knowledge about it, the question will be necessary. Yes, the government is doing much to see how they can change it. Look at my constituency. There is no councillor in Cast House that is above 35. These are young men. Even the government boss is young man. My party chairman, College Bell, PDP chairman in Cast House, it's a young man. So if you ask me, I would say the youths are taking over. And we give kudos to
That's very good. Thank you. Now, coming to the issue of empowerment and job creation, check really find that there's been the issue of unemployment amongst our youth in society. Now, what would you say the government of today, present-day Delta State, has done concerning this issue of unemployment amongst our youth?
I take it up from here. You see, a lot of persons fear that you are only employed, or people fear that you have a job only when you are working for a government, or only when you are a civil servant. This is where the problem of the youth comes to them. Most times, if you look at government parastatals, whether at the federal level or state or local level, you find that it is not enough to actually accommodate a lot of people in this country. The smart governor of Delta State has smartly carved out acquisition for the youth and for all Deltas. Talk about the young girl, talk about the STEMs. These are programs designed to engage the youth. Let me borrow from the word of one of my favorite financial writers, John Manson. He said, those who work for government are poor people. If you come to talk about it, you understand that a lot of persons who actually work for government are not rich as we talk. So you have to actually work for yourself. That's why I said the government is smart to initiate this smart agenda for the state. Now, the young girl have employed a lot of persons, thousands of persons across the global universities. You take your trainings on skill acquisition, some on picking, some fishing, all of livestock, learn and they were established for you.
Alright, not to cut you, I would like to ask, this Yegep and STEP that you mentioned, are they really accessible to youths in the grassroots level? And if they are, what are the modalities for the youth to access this?
These are programs designed for youth. You're saying, ask me if it's accessible to you. I think it's a program designed for youth. Okay, like my age mother can and will never have a slot in the STEM program. It is people like me like you and other persons who are youth, that you can gain the STEP program and the younger program. So this program is designed solely to develop and engage the youth. The problem with our people is that most of them will not register. It's a published form online for all debtors, regardless of gender, whether you are a female, whether you are a male, whether you are a graduate, whatever, register. And if you fall into steps, you'll be trained alongside the program. So that is how it is. It is mainly for you. Let me just give you an instance as is regards my local government. In a CASA, as you know, out of persons who will be assembled, first also we ask them, choose the choice of your job. Some persons will say, I want to learn hairdressing. Some persons will say, I want to learn catering. A lot of persons will involve themselves in other things. Some men into wedding, fabrications and all that. They will put them to a workshop to learn. Through his benevolence, he take care of the agreement and the freedom fee, and that's how you start. So some persons will be looking for where they will not tie and carry fire. These sort of things are not the best. We also sometimes need to engage ourselves and meaningfully.
Thank you. At this point, we'll take a short break and we'll be back with more questions for our guests. Stay with us. We are still in the studio with Igweh Emmanuel, one of the political aides of Honorable Chuky. Sir, welcome. Now, we've been talking so far pertaining to issues concerning politics in Delta State and youth empowerment. Now, another question coming from the angle of the youth. What can you say about youth participation in politics in Delta State as to how can they get involved? How can they be more involved in the formulation of policies in Delta State?
That was also asking me, how do I get involved? So why you're saying how you can get involved, you should be also asking how did your side get involved. You should be asking also how side maybe get involved, and all the other persons who involve themselves in politics from their youth age. It's just as simple as ABC. You see, one thing is liking good things. One thing is to participate in it. You see, like if I am talking I respect my discipline, I will regard everybody as a politician because studying political science taught me that every human is actually a politician, not only being a party card carrier. In light of that, it is having the passion that you just have to correct things. You see, when you are too ready, you are ready within your mind to actually correct some things, you do it with every seriousness. Let's just take a stance in the Kano East. In Kano East, in our sister local government, you hear something like youth agenda, just to project a candidate. Isn't it? That is a voice. That is a voice, a kind of an alert struggle, and a kind of people coming together to say they want to do something, we want to get this thing done. Kind of a unionism, strong one. The same thing that made Buhari to be the head of state in 27 years, then in the military. The likes of Obasanjo, these are young men. It's about it's a struggle. You must have a definite cause to do. You see, when we decide to sit back and feel that you are too young to do this, it will be there. And nobody will do it for you. That is just the truth. Nobody will do it for you. So, if you see, I will not talk without actually mentioning my boss, but I'm talking about the likes of Mr. Aide, who are now prominent member in the State House Assembly presently. These are people who are just, they get to involved in politics from their youthful stage. So, today, they are legislators. They now break the laws, isn't it? So it is just about making yourself available for it. And again, in Nigerian slangs, we say package. The word packaging also is another factor. We say propelling yourself in something. Gather yourself. You focus your mind on something. Most youths believes on you shout, you are being used as tops,